Hey there, Pokemon trainers. I'm Ash.
And I'm Nick.
And today, we know the season is upon us, so today we're going to take a look at some of the products that Pokemon offers, break it down, and maybe you can get some ideas for the Pokemon fans in your life.
There's a lot, and it can be kind of intimidating to look at, so we're going to try to make it a little easier on you this gifting season.
So, a lot of times I'll get the question of, what's good for, younger kids to get into? Because a lot of people will see a lot of these products and be like, I don't think like a 6 or 7-year-old will like this, or they'll worry about cards being damaged. So one of the first things I like recommending is, especially for that kind of age group, is something like these, where they come with a large card that is typically like the face card, like in this case, it's the Galarian Rapidash. So at first, it's already a nice little collectible piece. It also comes with individual packs. Nothing too fancy, pretty easy on the budget. Just all-around nice gift.
Moving past that, again, usually good for the younger audience. You got the tins. Once again, you got your nice little face promo card. Usually about 5 TCG booster packs. And then a code is for the online game as well if they're starting to get into that. Also great for the collectors who, if they've got a particular Pokemon, for example, we've got the Evolutions over here. Those are really popular. Great for everyone.
Now, maybe you have somebody that's starting to look into collecting or perhaps even starting to get into playing. That's where products like ETBs, or Elite Trainer Boxes for their full name, these are phenomenal. When you look at the back of these, they'll detail everything that comes in it, but essentially, to break it down, it's typically 8 packs, dice for damage counters, coins, sleeves, and just a nice little carrying box as a whole. It's a phenomenal box just to get, and it also comes with energy as well, so the kids can start building their decks, or even just a way to store them for the time being.
They do make they're very convenient for storage. Yep. Then obviously we've talked about these in some of our past videos, but again, for people who are, once again, going back a little bit for the kids or, the beginning trainers, you got the starter decks. You talked about in the past, they are a decent starting point, that you got a solid constructed deck that you can either just take out of the box or make small upgrades, play against each other. It's just fun for everyone.
Going off of that, we don't have it currently as it's still in production, but there is talk of a Battle Academy 2 coming out here in the future. Battle Academy, what it is a box set that comes with 3 pre-built decks, pretty much everything you need to get started. It gives you all the basic rules, everything, play mats, so you can put it out. Just it's a phenomenal resource, and I highly recommend it if you want to sit down and play with your kids, or if you have 2 kids that want to play together. Just it's a wonderful resource.
And then kind of springboarding off the getting into starting to learn the game, we have in front of me, a little hard, move this out of the way, we have the Trainers Toolkits. Actually, you want to go into that one, because I think you have got the details on these.
Yep. So, especially with this last Trainers Toolkit that comes out, this is a phenomenal resource for people that are really looking to get into deck building. It typically comes with 100 trainers. In this one in particular, it comes with 2 of each type of trainer, and it's a lot of the ones that we get in these boxes are ones that you'll often see used. Things like Air Balloon, Cape of Toughness, I believe there was Rapid Strike Energy in here, just all sorts of good stuff. Also comes with 2 Crobat V, which is, when you look at the meta scene, is in almost every single deck, if not a good chunk of them. This is a very good deal if you can find it. I highly recommend it for anyone that's into just learning how to play or getting more serious with playing. Oopsie.
Get these out of the way so people see a little easier.
Then there's always the things of smaller things, like we do also have the build and battles, which are also great gifts. A little on the smaller side, again, just easy on the budget. But it's kind of fun because it's, as you've seen in some of our previous videos, where we sit down, build decks from them, and play against each other. It's just a fun way to see cards in the set that it features, as well as just trying to figure out what will work in what the cards you're given.
Also some pretty cool promos sometimes, depending on the set.
And, sorry.
No, I was saying, stepping up from there, we got the slightly bigger version of it.
So the Battle Stadium is essentially going to be 2 of the build and battles to put together, as well as, again, all the energy you're going to need. It's an additional prize packs as well, essentially. It's going to be a little more expensive, but, again, very nice way to get started with building or just playing against each other, anything like that.
So moving past these, there's always the very straightforward booster packs. Everyone loves to get a pack, crack a pack, swing by your store, grab one just because you're feeling like pop one open for the day. No one will ever complain about getting a booster pack. I know personally I have a constant habit of just, swing by the shop at the end of the day, grab a pack, why not?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, always check your local game stores. They're typically going to be chock full of packs that you can get. Sometimes you might even find, older packs, like how recently we got the Primal Clash. Not Primal Clash. Was it Primal Clash?
I don't
even remember. Lost Thunder at the least. I know that. I remember that one. Like how we managed to get our hands on the Lost Thunder. So, which is a really cool opportunity for us for being more recent players, essentially. So, always check your game stores. Now, for things that are perhaps Pokemon related, but more towards the playing aspect, like some of the best things I could also recommend is
things that everyone has a use for. Exactly.
So things like playmats. Like you go to a tournament, you're going to see a lot of these people using playmats because they don't want to put their cards on the table. You can generally find there's always going to be a few varieties for Pokemon. Like this one here is a nice Mew playmat. There's been a few other varieties I've seen.
Not even just for the tournament players. I've played a lot of TCGs, and honestly, even if you're just sitting down at the kitchen table, drinks fall over, food spills, you don't want to get your cards dirty.
And then going off of that, there's also, I should have pulled these closer, sleeves. Sleeves. I cannot recommend sleeves enough for people that are playing or, just want to keep their cards in good condition.
Yeah.
Accidents happen. They always do. Like, I cannot count how many times cards have been ruined just because of an accident. Like, having some form of protection makes it so much easier because, like, even when you're just shuffling cards, there's issues where they'll catch and, just start getting faded over, getting play damage over time and just keep your card safe.
We have heard of way too many, base set 1 Charizards that got a little beat up playing on the concrete on the playground.
I definitely have my own cards back from when I was a kid. I didn't know any better, so I always sadly look at those.
And then moving on to the more ways of protecting your cards, especially the more valuable ones are the ones you're looking to collect if you've got a pet Pokemon.
Binders are a great way to display some of your favorites, or like Nick said, just having a way to protect them, keeping them safe, and maybe you need to step away from the hobby for a little bit. Just something nice to put them in. Just slide it in your bookshelf, and then 10 years later, you're like, wow, those are actually really good. Never know. There's also smaller versions as well, called the mini portfolios that Pokemon offers. I won't say they're awful. I would just say they're probably for the younger crowd, kids that have only a few cards that they really like, because as they only hold 1 card per page essentially, but they do also come with the pack. So
yeah, if you can find them for about the price of a booster pack, it's a pretty good deal. And then we'll say we don't have right now, but there's also it has been the part of the 25th anniversary celebration. There are the oversized regional packs that have been coming out, where it's the larger card for each of the region starters.
Oh yes. The partner packs. that was something that I was really excited to see when they first started rolling it out, being a Pokemon fan since the beginning, how they would go through each generation and did all 3 starters in the large cards that you saw with the Galarian Rapidash. They're going to be printed just like that, as well as there's going to be 2 additional booster packs in each. So, again, nice little like stocking stuffer, something like that, just...
Yeah. And then I think to finish us out, we've got something that, fortunately, you're probably not going to be able to find in your local game store, but you will find it out of the Pokemon Center. Plushes.
Yep. Pokemon Center is a phenomenal resource for TCG, VGC, pretty much anything Pokemon. If you think about it, they've probably made it.
Yep.
Like, I have gotten so many Pokemon plushes. If you've seen some of our previous videos, you might have seen them peeking out from the background. Like, I adore them, and they're always well made and honestly pretty fast shipping.
They're cheap, they're affordable, and I've had this thing for probably since it released, actually, and I mean, it's still in phenomenal condition. This thing lives on my bed. I love it to death. But I think that's all. That was just a nice, quick holiday breakdown, trying to make your life a little easier for the gifting season, because once again, you saw there's a lot of product.
And, not everything's going to be for everyone, and sometimes it is hard to just figure it out. But, we're hoping we made it a little bit easier at the very least to break down kind of like some of the items you'll see. Another good resource is to go to the Pokemon page itself online. They also have resources on their products. You can also check out local game shops. Like, I know the one here, they have a nice little guide that pretty much details all the products they sell. So
Actually, I will probably you go on a little bit of tirade here, if you don't mind me.
Go ahead.
Please, if you can, support your local game store. They do appreciate it greatly. The other thing being, shopping online right now can be a little risky. I don't want to detract from online retailers, but typically your local game store, you go in there, you're getting a nice sealed product. You have no worries. You don't have to worry about reselling. You're going to see a nice price tag right on the front of the packaging. You know what you're getting. You know what you're paying for. Big box retailer, probably the second best place to go. Typically, if you have any trouble, they're willing to take a refund. Your GameStop, your Target. eBay, it's a bit of the Wild West.
If a price seems too good to be true, it probably is. Just for the heck of it, I know a while ago I bought a $40 box because I was thinking it might just be, repacks, which is something very prevalent in buying product online. It ended up being, all the cards were completely fake. Like, we would open packs, get like 5 energies per pack, things like that. So, we're not saying you can't shop online. We're just saying that do your research at the very least. And if price seems too good, probably is.
Or, try to pick a trusted seller, maybe someone who's been doing this for years and years and years, and they've got a reputation to their name. And for those very persnickety collectors, such as myself, there can be select cards that we might be looking for. Again, check your local game store. Maybe they have some singles available, such as the ones that we have here. You're able to see the card itself, see the condition it's in. I love it. Like, I about cried when I got to handle those. It was so much fun. But another great resource for buying singles is tcgplayer.com. At least in the States. I know there's some other great resources in Europe and in Japan especially, but TCG Player is a really great resource for the States, and generally you can find your cards fairly cheap, but there's always, of course, the risk of buying online. So, and I did, was accidentally included, but obviously, if you want to get something but you're not quite sure, there's always the gift card. Cash is king.
So, again, lots of products, lots to choose from, and honestly, even more in production. Like, we have a lot coming in December, I know, and even down the line, we're already talking about the next set release. Like, there's so much going on in Pokemon World. We're finally starting to see, like, product stability, so it looks like, you know, we're not going to be struggling anymore to get products, which is a good thing, and it, of course, means lower prices overall. But, of course, that's for something not really related to this, so...
That'll be for another video another day.
I don't know. I think that's pretty much it.
I think we've. I hope we covered everything. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comment section below, and we'll do our best to give a reply.
Either give a reply or, you know, try and improve, because obviously that's what we want to do. Is if we're doing something wrong and you think we could be doing something better, let us know. Like, we appreciate any and all feedback. So, but for now, my name is Ash.
I'm Nick,
and we will catch you next time.